Ah! We're all going to starve. Ah! We're all going to freeze to death. Guys, that's what the media is telling us, right? There's a cost of living crisis. People have become detached from the natural world, detached from everything that our grandparents and great-grandparents used to know. Guys, everything has become too convenient, and we stopped learning how to look after ourselves. We stopped knowing how to look after ourselves. Guys, self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency is something that I sort of do a little bit of, but that I used to do a little bit more of, and that I want to get back into it. So these are 8 ways that you can become more self-sufficient. Stay tuned. Yes, guys, self-sufficiency. These are a couple of different ways that I came up with when I was researching it myself. And some of these I do, and some of them are very doable, and some of them are just a wee bit more harder to do, okay? But it's a learning process. Some of it involves money, most of it's free, okay? Guys, first one, I think, right, with the cost of everything rising and heat and fuel and all that, I think processing your own fuel, so cutting your own wood, splitting, stacking and drying your own wood for future winters, I think is one of the easiest ways for me and for a lot of my viewers to become a little bit more self-sufficient. I know a lot of you guys will do a lot of this stuff, guys, so don't worry about it, okay? Guys, it is very beneficial to you as a person and to your family to have all your own fuel sorted for the winter, so you're not spending that hard-earned cash on buying some firewood, okay? 2, guys, and this is something I do. I don't do a lot of it, but behind me, this background here is for a reason that will become clearer in a future video. Guys, grow your own vegetables, okay? Grow your own vegetables. It is remarkably easy, right? It just takes a little bit of preparation and a little bit of time, all right? You know, your great-grandparents or your grandparents would have grown their own vegetables, guys. So the knowledge is there. It's easy to pick up, and it's handy enough to do if you have a little plot of land. Or even if you don't, guys, you only need about a foot, half a foot of soil to grow most vegetables in anyway, and you can grow them in any sort of a container, okay? Raised beds, window boxes, plastic barrels, anything you can think of. Chickens! Number 3. Guys, get some hens, get some chickens if you have the space. Raise your own. I'm going to say poultry. You could put livestock into it as well, but you know, everybody's situation is different, guys. Raise your own. You can eat the eggs, you can eat the meat if you need to. They are, if you have children, guys, they are so much fun with the children, having a couple of chickens running about the place. And eggs are nutritious, they're full of protein, they're just really nice. I like eggs, okay? So, guys, get a couple of chickens, get a couple of ducks, you know, whatever you need to do, guys. Go down that route, get the kids involved. As I said, it's great fun. DIY, guys, do it yourself. It's a great way to save money, okay? So, build your own log sheds. You know I build my own log sheds, and I build them, they're 99.9% of the time, guys, they're built out of recycled materials. Look at this fence here along behind me, this recycled fencing. Over here, guys, all my kitchen and my wood shed and everything is all made from recycled materials, guys. And I am not very good at building stuff, but I do like whacking screws into stuff with hammers and you know, and sawing stuff with my elbows and stuff, guys. But I do enjoy it. And if I can make something, guys, you can make something, and that's the truth, okay? So don't be afraid. You see a load of pallets, you're thinking about something, grab those pallets. They last for a very long time, you know, and pallets are basically man Lego. So just get a couple of pallets, whack something together and see what happens, okay? And don't be afraid of it. Number 5. Bake at home, okay? Instead of buying baked goods, make your baked goods, okay? Do a wee bit more home cooking, stuff like that, guys. This decreases your reliance on outside sources, okay, and just makes you a wee bit more aware of what you're doing, okay, and how you can potentially grow your own produce to do these things, okay? I don't even know if that makes sense. Guys, get some flour and try some baking. And it's another activity that's really good to get the whole family involved in. Do you know what I mean? Bake your own bread. Number 6, guys. You're getting all these fruit and vegetables and everything growing, and it's amazing, and it's a utopia, and everything is right in the world, and then suddenly it all goes off, because that is what stuff does, right? So how about you learn a wee bit more about preserving foods, like pickling, drying meat, okay, salting meat, all these different things, you know, dehydrating vegetables, canning, all these different things that you can do that our ancestors would have known how to do, you know, putting away all the spring and summer produce so that you have food to eat the whole way through the winter. Now guys, the next 2 require a wee bit more work. One of them requires a bit of money, I think, basically, to get it up and running, or a fair bit of expertise, guys, and that's solar panels, okay? Installing solar panels on your house or on your sheds or anything like that. Now, I know there is a fair whack of cost if you are going down the route where somebody's coming in to do it, guys, but it is something that will pay for itself over a certain amount of years, okay? So when you think about how much electricity is costing now, I know we're probably a little bit behind the curve at the minute, but it's still not a bad idea. Guys, the 8th one is rainwater collecting. Now that is not difficult, okay? But to be collecting rainwater for drinking water is a process that I don't know a lot about. But when it comes to collecting rainwater for using in your veg garden and stuff like that, guys, that is very simple. Or, you know, you just get a big barrel and you stick it on the end of your downpipe, okay? Or you get a big barrel and you just stick it out in the middle of a field like this, and rain will fill it up. And that means then that you're not relying on taps and you're not relying on water, which can be expensive in some places, guys, or you're paying for in some places. You know, you can use the rain to help you. See my beautiful nettle crop there? You know, you're using the rain to help you grow your veg. Okay. Guys, they are just a couple of things that I came across there over the last week when I was researching ways to become more self-sufficient, okay? Now, as I said, I am not the most self-sufficient person in the world, but guys, I am working on it, and I am going to start to implement some of these changes or some of these ideas that I've just spoken about, okay? And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dig in a winter garden, okay? Which is why this is where it's going to be. And it's excellent soil there, guys, and that's something that I had always planned to do in that area, but it seems like this, I'm going to say, a cost of living crisis that everybody is roaring about, that the media is going on and on and on about, guys, because it makes you watch the media and sell newspapers. But anyway, guys, you know, that is something that I can do in the very short term, and that's what I'm going to start. Listen, I hope that helps somebody out, guys. Remember, do your research, figure something out that works for you. And if you have any other suggestions, guys, that are very doable that I maybe haven't considered, please put them in the comments below, guys, because we're all here to learn together, okay? That's what YouTube does best. Thanks for watching. Stay frosty.